name is Lance Boudry. I am CEO and co-founder of TextSpot.
My name is Carlos Zadro. I am CTO and co-founder of TextSpot.
Our company, TextSpot, is a mass text messaging software and communications for small to medium-sized businesses.
So one of the primary driving factors in us looking towards 10 DLC was really deliverability concerns. With Twilio, we didn't have great insight into when a message went undelivered. We didn't know why it went undelivered, and the support wasn't great if we needed detailed information about why only 20% of an SMS blast got delivered. We ended up with a lot of upset customers.
When we were with Twilio, we were submitting campaigns, and 7 to 8 weeks later, we were getting approvals, if we got approvals, but mostly rejections with little to no insight as to why we were getting rejections. When we were with Twilio, we weren't even aware of the campaign registry and the fact that we should more ideally go through them and submit campaigns through them, because on Twilio, we didn't have to do that, which gave us less control, less visibility, made the entire process way more opaque. One of my hesitations to switching away from Twilio to Telgorhythm was honestly just even their like size and experience. We were like, how could they possibly be better than such a large, well-known company in Twilio? And they were, and they met what we needed more than Twilio did.
So the first concern we had was how difficult is it going to be to update our systems within our app to actually use the Telgorhythm APIs instead of the Twilio APIs. We came to find out that wasn't really much of a concern for us. The Telgorhythm APIs are just really well documented, really easy to use, built on the Open API spec so that we could just generate a library based off of the documentation that exists online. A second concern that we had for switching away from Twilio into Telgorhythm was how we were going to actually port our numbers. We had hundreds of phone numbers that were active with Twilio. The Telgorhythm support team was really, really helpful and instrumental in helping us understand what the port process was like to ensure that we didn't have any downtime. The Telgorhythm onboarding process was honestly fantastic. This is actually a good story that happened to us not even, I think it was about a month ago at this point. We got a really big customer that came to us, and they came to us on, was it a Thursday or a Friday? And they were like, hey, we have this huge conference that we need to send tens of thousands of messages for, but the conference starts on Sunday. Can you help us? And it was, I think, 1 p.m. on Friday when they came to us, and within 15 minutes, Aaron and Chris from the support team had reached out directly to the DCA, and we had submitted our campaign. 15 minutes later, that campaign was approved, and that customer went on to send, I think it was 70, 80,000 messages over the Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So within less than an hour, the Telgorhythm team had managed to get a campaign approved for a really large customer of ours.
And even most days, I don't know if I fully understand the ecosystem, but that's exactly the point. It's good to know I've got Telgorhythm on my side who understands it more than I do, and is paying attention to all of the changes, and is just making sure that like we can successfully deliver our customers' messages.
One of the main things that we like about Telgorhythm is that they are very, very straightforward. I've never had to worry that I wasn't getting the full picture when we talk to anybody at Telgorhythm. Yeah, I think the best way I would describe Telgorhythm is that they're your partner in SMS. They help you be able to focus on what your business actually does, and not on all of the intricacies of SMS and the details of 10 DLC and the approval timelines. They handle all of that for you, and they let you really spend your time doing what you do best.